Hey, I'm Tracy.
And I'm Emily. Welcome to True Hope News.
Happy Father's Day! Donate for Donuts, or as Pastor Brian calls it, Donuts for Daddies, is today. After service in both lobbies, the youth will serve up yummy donuts with your choice of toppings. This is an amazing camp fundraiser, so please be generous in your donations and help send these students to camp. Check out the story from one of our students as he talks about the impact camp can make in a young person's life.
Hey, I'm Theo. I'm a student here at True Hope Youth, and I wanted to share a little bit of my story with you. When I first started coming to True Hope, I attended youth for a little bit, and as well as some Sunday services. And while I made some surface level friends, and I was acquainted with a couple of the leaders, I didn't really have the community you would want in a church. Then I was dragged to summer camp after a little bit of battling with Jesse. When I first started going, I made a ton of memories, and there's two stories that I'd like to share with you. Last night of camp, I was about to fall asleep after a long day, and I was safe on my second story bunk, or so I thought. I then woke up to a loud banging sound, then looked over and I saw people running on a field, and then I realized I can see the field. I woke up to Netzanet standing over me, asking me what I was doing there, and I just went back to bed. I found out that very next morning Jesse was completely fine with sending me off. So if you're worried at all that your student will be in jeopardy, don't be, they're in good hands. My second more important and impactful story was when I had prayed over a cabin mate. Prior to that, I had known of God, but I didn't know him on a personal level. Then we had a cabin mate who was struggling with some issues towards God, some anger and some hurt feelings. We ended up praying for him and prayed that he would trust God with all of his heart and lean on his understanding and not his own. After of which we got up and we saw that the carpet was sticking up, and when we peeled it back, it had a Bible verse. The verse is Proverbs 31, 5-6 that says, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Lean not on your own understanding. In all ways acknowledge him, and he will direct your path." In that moment, God had shown me that he was listening to our prayers, that every single one of them was significant to him, and that he cares for all of us individually. That changed my life, and if you have a student that wants to go to camp, I urge you. It's one of the most impactful things you can do for a student. So if you're on the fence, please consider taking that step of faith and going. Also, I have two things for you. One, if you have helped sponsor a student, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Those are peers and friends that I've made, and it means the world to us if we can go to camp. Two, if you have not already sponsored a student and you're considering it, please do so. It helps greatly, and some kids don't have the means to get to camp on their own. I'm believing that this summer camp, God's gonna change people's lives, including my own. So if you are a student and you're on the fence, please come to summer camp. Thank you.
We see it year after year. God uses these camps in amazing ways to bring the next generation back to him and ignite a passion within them to share the gospel with their friends and family. As you leave today, you'll see QR codes around the building. If you scan one, it will take you directly to the Youth and Kids Fundraiser giving page. So even if you don't want to donate, you can still be a part of helping students find their way back to God this summer.
Now, let's continue on the Revelation series. Until he comes.